Not only is a cooperative a sustainable and democratic way of doing business, it's also economically viable. That's a misconception, I think, that's out there, that a co-op either doesn't reach the level of a traditional business in terms of profit and whatnot, and that's actually very contrary to the fact. A co-op is actually a very economically stable way of doing business. They actually outlive traditional corporations in a lot of circumstances. My name is Lindsay Woodside, and I'm currently the president with Together We're Bitter. I've been on the team for the last year and a half. First was signed up as a founding director, and now I'm in the thick of it as the president of the co-op.
TWB, Together We're Bitter, is a multi-stakeholder co-op, which means that the workers who are employed at the co-op own part of it, and also we have community members who are part owners as well, which means that a lot of the people who are involved and a lot of the people who love us and we love them back have a stake in the success of this venture and really feel a sense of ownership and a sense of pride.
Okay, do I have to tell the truth?
Yep.
Oh, okay, it's like a deposition?
Yeah.
My name's Colin Canali. I've been brewing beer for the last 2.5 years and drinking beer for the last 20. It was the desire to have some really good craft beer in Southern Ontario several years ago that I started to bring stuff up from the States, and then had the grand idea of starting to brew my own. I grew up in Pennsylvania, and Philadelphia is a huge craft beer mecca, and so it's one of the few places where they import a ton of craft beer there. And then moving to California, where Port Brewing with Pizza Port was my local neighborhood brew pub, just sort of really turned me onto it. And then from then on, coming up here and bringing craft beer up to my Canadian brethren from the States to share, really got me into the intricacies and the particulars of good craft beer and the different craft beers out there. So
yeah, so I'm excited. Some of the areas and the different locations that we've kind of honed in on are maybe not on the main drags, but I've seen over the years a lot of these places that were not the desired neighborhoods to be have kind of bloomed into these really cool areas, and I think some of the locations that we have targeted are in these exact areas. Nice neighborhoods, you can see the community kind of building up in around this area, and I think something like TWB is just another one of those these good feelings for people to have.
This was all about us building it ourselves, us building the recipes, us building the food ideas, us building the brewery ourselves. For us, the story is about how we build this, that we find different ways of making this process and building it ourselves. And that's what really excites me about this whole project is finding different ways of doing something.
There was definitely a void in Kitchener, and in the last 2 years that I've been here, just the resurgence of craft beer has been kind of unparalleled. Like, I can't believe how quickly it's grown. I think in the last year we have like 2 breweries have opened. You know, there's 2 that are going to open like imminently, and just people seem to be more accepting of craft beer and knowledgeable too. That's a big thing.
The support that we've gotten from other microbrewers and pub owners and other members of the community in Kitchener-Waterloo, people are really anxious to get more flavors out there and to work together and to collaborate.
Kitchener is a classic North American industrial city. And one of the really interesting things that's happened to Kitchener in the last 10 years or so is they've put a tremendous amount of effort, their downtown city planners, into revitalizing the downtown to be a space where people can live, work, and play.
TWB really wants to be a hub for for the community of artists, cyclists, students, musicians, everyone who lives and breathes this city.
Kind of bring it all into one place and kind of celebrate a bit of that. I think any input from anybody, I think, would be something that wouldn't go unnoticed.